Come on, son.
Raphael on the track.
Come on, son. Come on, son. What up, y'all? Said lovers. Come on, son, the podcast, baby. And I got a very special guest joining me in today. And we're going to go deep into conversation about music, about his feelings. A big thing happened to him one time with Jay-Z. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of shit, strip clubs, money, auto-tunes, Akon, ringtones. Yeah, if you smart enough to guess about what I just said with Jay-Z and strip clubs and auto-tunes and ringtones, two-time Grammy Award winner, my motherfucking man, Faheem, a.k.a. T-Pain, is in the building with me. Hey, man, it's Ed Lover. Just come on, son, joining me in the studio right now. Two-time Grammy Award winner.
Whoa, let's change that.
How many times can you say that? How many times?
Let's change that.
To what?
5?
5?
5.
5-time Grammy Award winner, Mr. Teddy Payne. T-Pain is in the building. What's up, sir? 5 for what?
5, the two that you know.
Blame It.
Blame It. What else? Low? Was it Low?
Good Life.
Good Life. Good Life.
Good Life.
It wasn't Low. Low got BET Awards.
Okay.
So it's Blame It, Good Life, the Carter, 4.
Okay.
And 2 Bruno Mars joints. The one that Bruno Mars just got. R&B Album of the Year and
Wait a minute. The ones Bruno Mars just got, you just won Grammys for?
Yeah, I wrote on that album.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Writers get
Grammys too, huh?
Yeah.
Congratulations, my man.
Brother, thank you.
That's some shit. What did you write on those?
Straight up and down, and I did the melody for That's How I Like It.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You did so what did he do? Just change the words?
Oh no, there was no words. Like I literally just went in there like and then he changed it.
How did they get in touch with you to do that?
Phone call away, brother.
Just said, hey,
from a phone call away.
What did you hear? Did somebody give you the music?
No, I was in the studio with him.
Okay.
No, Bruno Mars.
Take me through this shit,
Bruno
man,
Mars sessions.
And then we'll talk. Take me through that, and then we'll talk a little bit about
Bruno Mars sessions are legit some of the best sessions I've ever been to in my life.
Why you say that?
Because
take us into it. Take our listeners into this.
He has his whole entire band. All them niggas you see on stage with him.
Right.
Is in the studio with him.
Okay.
All them niggas play instruments, horns, drums.
Multiple instrumental niggas.
Everything. So all this music is happening on the spot.
Okay.
So when I go in there and I'm like, yo, I want to do something like, and they're like, yo, keep singing that. Bam, 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 and then somebody get on the bass. And then nigga get on the drum, and it just like builds right in front of you.
Oh shit.
As you're doing this thing, and it's all happening in the control room. Nothing's in the booth. The booth is completely empty. The booth is like a club. The booth is like a hangout spot. It's just all couches. It's just neon lights in there.
Right.
And all the control rooms where all the instruments are, and niggas is just building songs on the spot. Like, it was the most amazing thing. And if you change something and you just like, maybe it should go up to this, and they're like this? And it just turns into complete magic right in front of your eyes. And that was, I've never been in a session like that.
So what do you think about this shit? Bruno Mars is a culture vulture.
They doing too much. They doing too much. I don't think so. I don't think so. This man, you can't control what influences you. You know what I'm saying? You can't control.
So, because my thing is, there's some bullshit, and whoever the young lady is, I would love to have you on the podcast,
right.
But I will argue you to the fucking ground and tell you right in your face to shut the fuck up because you don't know what you're talking about. What do you say about Tina Marie? What could you say? So Tina Marie is a fucking culture vulture?
Right. Yeah.
Like some people.
You can't control. When you see somebody at 5 years old doing Michael Jackson,
right?
What? How you think he gonna grow up? Like, it's not vulturing anything. This is what's in this man's heart.
Right.
This is what's in this man's soul. He doesn't know anything else.
Do we have culture vulturing fucked up?
Yeah, because there's a bunch of black people trying to do country music right now. but that's when niggas say we're being different. No, you're vulturing they shit. Like that's some white people shit. But
Hootie from Hootie and the Blowfish does Darius. What's Darius?
Darius Rucker.
Darius Rucker. He does it very well.
But that's what's in his soul. That's what he came up around. That's where he grew up. Like
right.
that, you know what I'm saying? That you can't control those things.
Right.
When
you got culture vulture shit, to me, culture vulture shit was Miley Cyrus. To me.
Absolutely.
That was culture vulture
Absolutely.
shit. That was, okay, I'm this white girl pop singer, and my father was, Billy Ray Cyrus,
Absolutely.
Achy Breaky Heart, and we were pop, country, western shit. And okay, now let me throw some gold teeth in my mouth and do some of this nigga shit
We do this shit. She tried Molly one time and was like, this shit. she heard some juicy
she got some black dick.
Shit hard.
She got some black dick. That's what happened.
Yeah, she definitely
got that BBC along with the Molly.
Got that soul pole real quick. That shit.
Somebody fucked on her for a little while. That bitch was like, I got Jordans. I rap. I love black cock. She on BBC on Pornhub every fucking day. She's like, yes, this is the shit.
Goddamn, Liam wasn't cutting it. Goddamn Liam.
Whoever the fuck it was. So that's 5 Grammys for you. Mm-hmm. Congratulations. I didn't know. You know what? You just blew my fucking mind. I didn't know you did that. I did not know you did that melody for Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Now that you hear it, it definitely sounds like me.
Yeah, and then, a lot of other people don't know that you get Grammys for that shit if you're smart.
Right.
If you're smart.
Right.
Because throughout history, there's been a lot of motherfuckers that's walked into the studio and was like, nah, you should go do yeah. And then that record takes the fuck off and they get nothing. They get absolutely
you gotta be ready.
Nothing. The next thing you know, Diddy got all your publishing for the shit. You be like, wait a minute.
That's how I did. I got a point on Last Train to Paris.
A point.
A point because they was using auto-tune on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you now control auto-tune or some shit?
No. I control the T-Pain effect.
Okay.
Everybody used to walk into Guitar Centers and Sam Ashes and they'd give me the T-Pain effect and they would give them auto-tune, but I came out with a product called the T-Pain effect. So when people walk in there, they give them my shit instead of...
You had an app and
I got I went
every fucking thing.
And I went
T, do you mind if I ask you some real shit right
Absolutely.
now? How much money did you make off of ringtones? Give me a round ballpark figure.
Ringtones?
Yes.
The first year, I remember signing... I definitely signed something for. I signed 2 things at one time. One was for $9 million, and the other was for $8 million. And that was the first year.
That was the first year.
I think that was the stripper ringtone. So I'm in love with the stripper ringtone.
Good God Almighty! Thank you, Jesus. Won't he do it? Did you walk out there going, "Won't he motherfucking do it? Won't he?" Everybody didn't say motherfucker, but you probably walked out like, "Won't he do it?"
Yeah, nah, it was an eye opener.
How long was it? What was your hustle like coming from where you come from?
It wasn't really a hustle. It wasn't really like a big thing for me. I was just happy making music. I wasn't trying to go anywhere with it.
No?
Nah. I mean, I obviously saw all the, the glitz and glamour and shit, but, my dad was my manager for a long time, and he prepared me, and he was like, dude, how many football players make it to the NFL? Like, you just be happy playing. Like, don't, and...
Where were you playing at? Were you just in... Where you at, in church or playing with local groups?
Nah, I was born Muslim, so
okay.
I went to church like twice, and both was funerals. So
just different paths.
Yeah, so it was all my dad used to do music and shit like that. He did the unofficial theme song for Muhammad Ali.
Okay.
So he used to do stuff for he had his own group and stuff like that, but. It was just a different path, and one day I was just chilling in my parents' room, and a commercial came on, or something like that, and it was like a army commercial, and I did harmony with the song that was happening. And my dad looked at me, he was like, how did you know how to do that? I was like, that's just what I heard. And he was like, okay, we're gonna buy you some studio equipment. I was like, cool, there it is. And then, but no, I mean, you know, it all came from, you know, his teachings, because he was an imam, and, you know what I'm saying? And,
right.
you know, he had a lot of pressure on him, and he just teaching me about pressure and, you know, trying to be the man. He was like, don't chase being the man, just live, dude. Like, just, you know, I was always such a whatever guy, you know, so it wasn't really a I need to be on the top or I need to be this. And I think that's what led to me doing that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And changing the game and stuff like that, because I wasn't pressing it. I think it was just all right, that's cool. Like my first platinum record, when my shit went platinum, I can't even remember what it was, but I know I was on my tour bus and I was on tour with Chris Brown, and something went platinum, and they brought the plaque in there, and they was like, yo, your shit just went platinum. I was like, yo, that's dope. I'm making this beat though. Can y'all? So it was like, you know.
Why do you think you felt that way when most other people would have probably jumped out the bus window?
I don't know, man. I really don't know. It because I know what went into it, and it was just more work than celebration. And when it's time to celebrate, you're supposed to celebrate. But I just think I just knew. I think I know in the back of my mind that now I got to top this.
Okay.
You just like instead of saying, oh my God, I just accomplished something. Like, in my mind, I'm like, you just made shit harder. Now I gotta fucking outdo this. How am I gonna do that? This is the first time that my shit just went platinum. Now I gotta go double. How the fuck? What? Like, God damn it! Now I gotta finish this song. Okay, thank you guys.
Right. Well, let me go get back to work.
Don't spray the fucking champagne in my bus. This is it's expensive.
Who heard you and took you to the record companies?
There was a couple people. TJ Chapman was one that heard me, but I took my record to TJ way before anybody had heard it. And, you know, he did the TJ's DJs joint in Tallahassee, and he was doing, like, you know, conferences. He was doing DJ conferences. So, you know, everybody would come and get the TJ's DJs Tastemakers CDs. And if you were on that CD, that was like being on the XXL freshman list.
Okay.
So, you know, you were the next hot thing, and I took him I'm Sprung. And he was like, yo, this is a great record. That'll be $300. And I'm like, well, I got $2. It was like, now I need $300. I was like, I'm never gonna have that much money, like, ever, especially if I don't get on the CD. So
right.
That, and then I just kept shopping my shit. And when I did one of my first T mixes. My first T mix was Fucked Up, which was Locked Up by Akon.
Right.
So when I did Locked Up into my Fucked Up, then that started spreading all over the place. And Meth Hits heard it from Jive heard it. I mean, it was a couple dudes. My guy, there was a guy named Greg that heard it. He took it to Meth Hits, and he took it to Boo, and he was like, whoever jump on this first, y'all can get it. And Boo got on it, and Meth Hits got on it, but Meth Hits took me to Jive, and Boo took me to Con, and my dad took me to fucking everywhere. Interscope, Atlantic, everybody was offering deals, but nobody was offering longevity. So everybody had a ton of money. Like, Interscope offered $900,000 as a bonus, as a signing bonus.
Wow.
Like, in advance. Like, so I was, you know, my dad wanted to go with that, but then I went and met Akon. Akon was like, dude, I got $20,000 I can give you right now, but I promise you, you're gonna have a career and not a song. And I was like, Dad, I want to go with this guy. This guy telling me I'm gonna be rich, like, forever.
Right.
These people telling me I'm gonna be rich right now. When I spend that money, that's gonna be it.
Right.
And, you know, my dad was like, no, let's go. Let's take that money. Let's go ahead and get that $900,000. And I'm like, Dad, I want a career. So the day we were supposed to fly to LA to go sign the Interscope deal, I ran away from home. Akon's brother Boo came and picked me up. He was in front of my house in this fucking BMW, and I'm looking at the shit, and he's just like, "What you gonna do?" I got the biggest duffel bag I can get, packed all my shit up. My dad was on his way from the gas station to come back home to pick me up and take us to the airport to fly to Interscope to sign that deal.
Right.
I packed up all my shit with my homeboy Tay Dism. We packed up all my shit. We got in Boo's car. We left my house, and we passed by my dad coming back home to pick me up.
Oh, shit.
I said, bro, hit that gas. He drove me to Atlanta. I threw my cell phone out the window so nobody can get me. Threw my cell phone out the window. I signed a deal.
From Tallahassee to Atlanta?
Yep. 4 hours. 4-hour drive in a fucking BMW. The most crap shit.
like a 318i or
it
something?
was like a 430 or some shit. It was like some stupid shit. But we left, man, and we passed by my dad. He didn't see us because he didn't know what kind of car Boo had.
Right.
So I'm looking at my dad's truck pass by, coming to pick me up to take me to the airport to go sign a deal that I don't want to sign. And I ran away from that to go sign a deal with Akon.
Did you ever regret it?
Oh, no. Not even a little. Not even a little. I love Jimmy Iovine and all them, but that just wasn't the deal for me. It was a ton of money, and I know they had a ton of money. But I knew a bunch of artists that was on Interscope at the time that was on the shelf. And they got a ton of money at the beginning. They ran out of money, and they still sitting there right now.
Right.
So I don't regret it at all. I mean, we here now.
Yeah.
I would not be here. Y'all would have heard "I'm Sprung" from me, and that would have been it.
Wow. Why do you think that? Why do you think?
Because they was offering a single deal.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, they was offering all that money for a single deal.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was up, but Akon was the only person that we went to. We went to Geffen, Atlantic, Interscope, fucking. We went all around L.A. Everybody was offering a ton of money for this one song.
Yeah, just let me get that. We don't give a fuck what else you got.
Absolutely.
We don't want to hear nothing else from you but this one song.
That's it. But Akon was like, dude, you can write your ass off, and I know you're gonna have more songs. I can guarantee you I can make you a long career. And I was like, I want that.
Right.
So
that was a smart move.
Right.
Because most people would have been like, fuck that, $900,000 compared to 20. This nigga only got 20, and I don't know what's gonna happen later on. So right now, let me get this bread.
Absolutely.
Let me get this bag of dough and then fuck everything else. I can make it happen after that.
But like I said, my dad prepared me to be like a whatever kind of nigga. So I was always like, that bread, I don't care, dude. Like and at the time, like the only way I was powering my studio was off a generator. Like the police was at my house every day for noise complaints from a generator running outside my window. You know what I'm saying? And we had no power in our house. We couldn't pay for shit. Our whole family left. You know what I'm saying? My parents had split up when I was 18. So, you know what I'm saying? The whole house was just in disarray. Like complete, just utter madness. It was just me and my dad. And then, you know, he got depressed and he started drinking and shit. Like he didn't know how to handle that. And I didn't know how to handle him. Like I didn't know what to do. So
for him, that $900,000 could have came in super dumb.
But so that's what I'm saying. So he was thinking from a depression point, and I was thinking from a lifelong, you know, benefit. So it turned. I mean, he good now.
Shit, it turned out. I bet he is. Who's distributing convict music at the time?
Universal.
Okay.
Yeah. So they had it.
Right.
It was good. UMG was distributing at the time, so it was good. They had it, man. I mean, but you know, Khan is one of the smartest people I ever met in my life. So Khan was getting deals everywhere.
Right.
You know, he was doing partial deals. So he had UMG, then he had Def Jam, because you know he had a deal at Def Jam before. So I think Khan had 8 deals before he became Akon, but before leaving those deals, he created more deals in those deals. Okay. So he was like,
meaning what?
He basically like when he was at Def Jam, he was signed to Def Jam. You know, Khan was signed to the Fugees. Yeah, Akon was like writing and signed to the Fugees.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, so he was doing a bunch of shit at Def Jam. So before he got out of that deal, he was like, look, I'll still do shit for y'all if y'all still do shit for me. Like when I get artists, and I know I'm gonna get artists, can y'all like lend some of y'all team, and can I get some of y'all radio team, blah, blah, blah. I'll still write songs whenever over here, bam, bam, bam. Absolutely. So he created like opportunities out of his failed opportunities.
Right.
So, you know, I mean, Con is forever going to be super rich. I'm so jealous.
Lady Gaga's on the Con, isn't she?
Yeah. Oh, she was. I think her deal is up. But that was
well, fuck it. Now, what difference do it make?
Right.
That money I made off that
Jamie Iovine. That was a Jimmy Iovine move.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That was like, Akon's the hottest thing in the world right now. Get up under him. It was doing like an association kind of thing. So, you know, it was like, be seen by this guy. I mean, Gaga didn't like it, obviously. She didn't want to be up under no nigga, for sure. So, she didn't fuck with it, but, you know, it was a good look. It actually helped, you know what I'm saying? He got her like a Beats deal and all kind of shit. So, yeah, I mean, it worked out. She just didn't want to be seen as Akon's artist.
Right.
But whatever. You made it, bitch. Chill out.
Yeah. You got a lot of money, bitch. Yeah. Why that has to do with being under Akon? Like, what are you talking about? Like, fucking sounds stupid right now. That shit is crazy, dog. Tell me, let's run through some of your records because a lot of people like to know how these records happen. How did you end up on Good Life?
Oh my God!
How did Mr. West? Did Mr. West approach you,
bro? Yeah, he did. And I went, bro. Oh my God, Good Life. Good Life was a combination of 7 sessions. I have never done that many sessions for one song in my life.
Why? Why
Still to this day, because Kanye loves to revisit things, and he'll say something's bothering me about this, and I just need to change this one part. Can you fly across the fucking world?
Where did y'all do Good Life at?
Fucking Hawaii.
Okay.
Well, like, why? What are you doing down there? Ain't no strip clubs out there. ain't no, it's just hula girls. I don't know what you do. Why do you need me to fly to Hawaii every time to change one bar? And he had me do it every time. I mean, some of the shit was in L.A., which is also far from here.
Right.
Like,
that's a 6-hour flight.
Right. Like,
can I do it on the phone? Like, fuck to change a bar?
Send you this? Nah, but Kanye's real. He's meticulous, and he will be real precise with everything that he does, and he's just like, no, maybe go up on this one note and then go right back down and shit like that. But that was 7 sessions, and some of those was really great, and like he had so many people coming to do it. Like he had Common on it, Jill Scott, just a bunch of
all on the same fucking record.
Yeah, this is all on Good Life. I think like some of the I think Dallas Austin is still on it. Like some of the shit, like there's some vocals like in the background and you'll hear me like, that's fucking Dallas Austin. Like,
wow.
So and the hook that's there now is comprised of everything that I did in all those sessions. And when I got to the video shoot, the shit sounded nothing like it did in the studio. Like the PYT sample wasn't in there the whole time.
The whole time you was recording that, it wasn't
none
there.
of that was it. That beat sounded nothing like it sounds like the whole time I was recording this. Nothing. Like not even close. Yo, when I got to the video shoot, I was like, just let me hear what I did. And bro, I didn't recognize any. We had to do so many takes because I didn't know the hook because it was put together from a ton of different hooks.
Right.
The bridge that I did, the "Bending in the life I live when I thought that I was gonna go," that was one of the hooks. That whole thing was one of the hooks.
That was one of the hooks of the record.
Yes, and he made it a bridge.
So you get there and you're like, what fucking song is this?
What is this now? And I didn't hear it. We had to do so many takes because I didn't know the words because he had just meshed a bunch of shit together.
Right. And didn't think of before you got to the video. So let me make sure
absolutely
that Payne get this shit. So
nope. None of that. Because he wouldn't send anything. Because it's fucking Kanye West. You think I'm gonna email something? No. So That was a whole confusing ordeal, but I mean, we got through it. It looked like, you can tell in the video when you look at.
I have to go back and look at the video.
Yeah, you look at the video again, you can tell I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. It was great.
But when you do something like that with, like, say, Kanye West or whoever, with Chris Brown or Jamie Foxx or whoever, is it difficult sometimes to say, how much money are you paying me for this shit?
You know what? A lot of that shit that I did was free.
Really?
Yeah. I was already getting money. I didn't care. I was getting money off my own shit. I did a lot of shit for free. So, like with that 3 Rings album that I did,
right?
It was pretty much all features. Them was all favors. Them was all from me doing.
But
shit.
a lot of motherfuckers, and let me say this and be clear, and Payne, you know this shit. A lot of motherfuckers will, yeah, I got you.
Right.
And then that favor never fucking returns.
Absolutely. Oh, there's been a ton of those.
And you be wanting to stomp a nigga the fuck out when you see him.
There's been a ton of those. I can't even tell you how many niggas turn their backs on me, bro. Like, it's...
Are you shitting me?
Bro, it's all... I mean, fingers and toes, I can't count the niggas that turn their back on me for real.
That
like,
you've done favors for?
Absolutely. That I've done completely free shit for, and I'm asking for, like, bro, I just need a verse on this joint. No response. No nothing. You ain't hot right now. Nah. Probably not. I'm working on my album kind of shit. Like, all right, my nigga.
Fuck ass niggas.
Yeah, oh, it's a lot.
What does that teach you? Not to do any more favors? Like, nigga, I need my money.
I'm always going to be a good person. Regardless. Right. Regardless of how anybody else treats me, I'm always going to treat people good. Always.
How did you end up on Blame It?
On Blame It. That was one of them cases that I think Jamie Foxx was trying to like get a pass for auto-tune. I don't know. But it was.
Who called you? Did he call you? He said, Payne, yo.
No, it was Breon.
Breon Prescott. Shout out Breon. What up, Breon?
Breon hit
little
me.
Motherfucker.
He's so tiny. Little feisty little nigga. Nigga can fight. Don't know.
Yeah,
how.
he can fight like a motherfucker. But he's small. He had to be. He was kicking his ass too much when he was little. He had to learn to fight, little motherfucker.
But nah, Breon hit me. This was my first time talking to Breon, so I didn't know why he was so fucking aggressive. So he was just saying, yo, I got this fucking song. I want you on, motherfucker, Jamie Foxx, man, Jamie Foxx. I was like, okay, I didn't know Jamie Foxx is still doing this.
Right.
Doing a movie or something. But okay, send it to me. I was skeptical at first, and then, they sent it to me. I heard the shit, and I was like, bro, I can have this back tonight. And I did it. I did it that same night, and I was like, when I heard it, it was such a different progression, and the music to it was so different. I was like, this is some Prince shit. Like it sounded like when I immediately hit the play button, I was like, this is some Prince shit. And then it played, and I was like, oh, no, that's some nigga shit. But now I got it on immediately, man, and I had it back to them that same night.
What did you think of Ted Smooth's remix? I thought it was fucking amazing. Dun, 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 dun. Ted Smooth, straight face, you remember?
Yeah, it was.
I fucking love that remix, man.
They still play that in Tallahassee.
Hell yeah, they still play shit all over the place.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
I know in Tallahassee they go crazy for that shit. Because that shit is a mix of everything they love. So
Exactly.
it was great. Nah, it was dope, though. And I mean, it's always great when you get, like, somebody like, I can make another version of this, and
right.
I mean, anything that make my shit last longer, I fucking love it.
Yeah,
hell yeah,
absolutely. Where were you? What did you think the first time you heard Jay-Z say, "Y'all T-Paining too much"? Death of auto-tune.
You know what? I didn't even hear it.
You didn't?
I didn't hear the T-Paining too much at first. All I heard was Death of auto-tune, and all I saw on social media was T-Pain's dead, your career's over. That's all I said. So when he said y'all I didn't hear nothing.
And you know why I asked this? Because one of my good friends is a dude by the name of Kwame. I've known Kwame for a very long time, from the early parts of his rap career. And I asked him one time about the Biggie line and how it affected him. And he said it hurt him to his core, because he was a big fan of Biggie.
Huge.
And for Biggie to say your life is played out like Kwame and them fucking polka dots, and he's like, what did I do?
That's all I've been asking this whole time. I didn't do anything.
Did you ever have a conversation with Jay about it?
It wasn't a conversation, but it was like a quick little. It was still embarrassing as fuck. He like. I saw him after the Grammys at a Grammy party, and I was like, "How you doing, King?" And you know, he was with B, and I was like, "How you doing, Queen?" So he gave me the. He like hit me on the top of the head. He hit me on the top of the head. And he like ruffled my hair a little bit. And he was like, "We good, bro?" I was like, "Yep, we sure are." That was it. I am a huge Jay-Z fan.
Right.
Like, it's over the top, like how much Jay-Z I used to play, man. And you know, like I said, like Qua said, it hurt. It hurt, but you know, when I realized that he was saying y'all T-Paining too much, I was like, what triggered this? What did I do?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? I don't know what happened. And I figured, and I started telling myself that I know he didn't feel threatened. He couldn't have felt threatened. Anything Jay-Z says is that's law.
Right.
That's what it is. So it's like, why kill my shit? Why is the dude that has one of the most popular songs called "Can't Knock the Hustle" knocking my hustle? Like, what? I don't. So I didn't know, and I felt so hurt. But at the same time, I was like, I'm fucking famous. This is amazing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I was hurt. I was like, I'm getting famous in the wrong way. This is like sex tape famous. Like, I wanted it to be off my merits and my accomplishments, but if Jay-Z says my name, then fuck yeah, I'm with it. So when my music calmed down is right when that shit happened, so it looked like Jay-Z just ended me. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, but you know, looking back, man, in retrospect, it was I wouldn't change nothing. It happened for a reason. It was supposed to. I was doing the wrong thing. That was complete God.
What wrong thing were you doing?
I was leaving my family and my priorities behind, trying to chase hits. I was trying to stay the man. That's what I was chasing it, and I was always trying to be the one person on every fucking song. and I was chasing it, and I wasn't paying attention to my kids. My kids were scared of me because they didn't know who I was.
How old were they?
They were like 5. You know what I'm saying? Like 5 and 3 and shit like that. So when I would come home, they just thought I was some dude that my wife was fucking. Like,
with this dreadlock big black nigga,
yeah.
And I was
like,
mommy, who's this dreadlock black nigga? You just bring in the house.
So when they would see me,
he's scaring me. Look at his teeth.
Right? Yeah, that was crazy. When they saw me, and I was home, I was dressed down, and not all the jewelry and shit. They would call me Other Daddy.
Oh.
So that would fuck me up because they knew me from TV. They would only see me on TV. So when I was home, they called me Other Daddy.
Well, but because that's their daddy on TV. Because mommy would go, there's daddy.
Mommy would say, there's daddy. And then when I would come home, they would say, it's Other Daddy. I pressed my wife for that shit for so long because I was like, are you fucking some nigga that looks just like me?
That's fucking hilarious. Other Daddy, good morning, Other Daddy. Other Daddy, you want some bacon this morning, Other Daddy? You gotta go, Other Daddy, because Daddy coming home.
Right, but there was a long time where I didn't care. It was just like, that's just how kids work, and that's how my wife works. She's gonna be mad. Everybody say their wife is always mad, so I guess that's why my wife's mad. But I didn't know that I could fix it. You know what I'm saying? So I just thought that's how shit went. But when I stopped chasing that shit and I started, putting my priorities in line and really paying attention to my family, I realized that's really what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? So I'd stay home more. And, there were times where they're like, you got a show on this date, then you got like 4 days off, and then you got another show. What do you want to do? I'm like, I'm going to stay in that city that I had the show in. I'm going to go to the strip club them 4 days. But now it's like, I'll go home for them 4 days. chill with my family, and then we'll fly back out. So, you know,
Right.
it was just, little shit like that changed my whole perspective on life. So,
That's amazing, man.
Yeah, you know.
That is really amazing because sometimes it is a matter of, okay, the way they route your shows too, right?
Right.
Because a lot of times it's
Terrible
like, go
routing.
all the fucking way back home and didn't have to get another plane to go all the way the fuck over there when I'm right here now. So I can chill here for 4 days.
You'll be in South California.
Right.
Then you got to fly back to Atlanta, and then you got to go to North California.
Right.
Or Vegas or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I would always like, let's just drive to Vegas and just like stay drunk for 4 days.
Right.
Like,
While the fuck out.
Yeah. So, but nah, I mean, going home, I mean, it's so much more beneficial, man, and way cheaper.
How much money in one night at the strip club, the most you've ever blown?
You know what? I was talking to strippers last night about this.
Where'd you at last night? The Flame?
No, I was at Onyx. last
Okay.
night. Well, I was at Diamonds Atlanta first, and then my artist Tiffany Evans came in, and she was like, "This is my first time in the strip club," and I was like, "Oh, we gotta leave. This is not your first time strip club experience you want to do." So I took it to Onyx, and it was cool. But I was talking to the strippers, and I was like, "Hey, how much is like enough money for y'all in a night?" because my whole thing was, there's been a night that I spent $2 grand, and there's been a night that I spent 20 grand, and both nights there was bitches screaming at me at the end saying you could have spent more money.
Oh shit!
So I'm like, what's that
pressure like?
I'm like, what's the cap?
Yeah.
Like,
First, I want to talk about that pressure, and then I want to talk about your artist that you just mentioned, Tiffany Evans.
Yeah.
What's that pressure like? Because once you're known as a $20,000 nigga, don't you got to continue being a $20,000? That's why I like being a $100 nigga.
The 20,
I can keep up with the $100.
But the 20 grand was Neo's birthday. So it was like,
them bitches don't give a fuck about no special occasion.
They
Now
really
when they
don't.
see T-Pain,
They really don't care.
they're supposed to be 20,000 or more.
but they don't know that I co-own the club. So most of it's going back to me anyways.
Which club do you co-own?
Onyx.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, you know, they know now. But still,
Hell no, it's just
don't you start half-assing me, bitches.
Hey, look. Sweep this shit up and take it back to the office.
I want that same energy that we had before this.
Hey, Payne, sweep that shit up and put it back in the office.
Right.
I'll come get it.
Put it back in the office.
That shit in the safe. I will come get that shit.
Throw that shit in the safe. I know the code.
I mean, that's pressure, man. Once you
It is a lot of pressure, but you know what? I try to once I saw Floyd Mayweather in the strip club, then I was like, yep, that's exactly how I want to live, because he was getting paid to be in there,
right?
and all the bitches are like, he ain't throwing no money. I was like, no, he got paid to be there, not give it back to y'all. You know what I mean?
Right, that's dumb.
Immediately throw it back. No,
That's defeating the purpose of getting paid to be in the motherfucker.
Any of that? But then
Why would you do that?
But then you got niggas like Akon that go in there with 50 grand.
Good God Almighty!
Like, come on, my nigga. Like, well, obviously he's powering Africa right now. Like, good God, my nigga, you legit.
If you can afford to power Africa, you can throw
legit the
$50,000.
mayor of Africa, nigga.
Right.
Like, most niggas get counties.
You got a fucking continent. Like, what are you talking about? You can do that. You can definitely.
Yeah, like don't.
I'm just too fucking cheap.
Yeah, no, you're supposed to.
I think the most I've ever spent in a strip club throwing is probably like
good thing
$800, and I regretted the shit out of that
The
shit.
good thing is, there was one
Cheap.
of the strippers I was talking to about it. She was like, that be them bitches that never get dances because they just mad all the time. You can't be mad in here. You're not supposed. This is not supposed to be a mad place. People come here because they mad.
Right.
People come to the strip club because they want to get away from the shit that made them mad. So if you walk around here saying men are dogs and men just want pussy, and like, if you got that attitude, yes, that's exactly what's going to happen to you. They're only going to want pussy. So they're only going to holler at you at the end of the night when you're getting off, when you got sweatpants on, when you butt ass naked, then they're gonna talk to you because you look mad and you look like the shit they trying to get away from.
You got an angry thing about you.
Don't have an.
The one thing I used to love about Atlanta strip clubs when I first started coming down here many moons ago is that that they used to say thank you. New York bitches, they never say thank you. You can throw $90 million, they pick that shit up and leave.
New York has the best worst strip clubs.
We do. Yes, we do.
So, bro, like, remember Sue's?
Yes.
Like, remember?
They're supposed to be reopening Sue's.
They're doing that.
That's what I heard.
Too many niggas got killed in there. They're not.
Yeah, oh my God, outside.
Oh my God. So, when I go to New York strip clubs, because it's customary to throw ones here. But, bro, when you throw ones in New York, they just stop dancing and like go for the ones. Like they just stop. Like, I mean, I'd hate to. I mean, my analogies are off today, but it's like lights on with the roaches. Then like it's.
No, you're absolutely right.
It's like when you throw the one.
You throw a lot of ones.
It's over. They just stop dancing. No, I want you to keep my fantasy. You bitch. So watch this money fall on your ass while your ass is on me. That's what I want to see. That's what I'm doing. That's why I'm doing it. But you can't stop fucking dancing.
Oh, they will. Especially if it's a lot of it. And then they start arguing about whose money it is.
They have zones. They got zones. They're like, this is my area. Everything that fell in this is me.
This is 4th Ward.
This is
I'm in 3rd Ward. Everything that falls over here, whether it floats over there or not.
Right, absolutely.
Belongs to me. I've seen it many times.
Get out my section.
Get out my section, bitch. He didn't ask for you. He asked for me.
Right.
Who told you to come over here? Oh, they will just come.
God. Yeah.
They will just come. But I've
back.
also seen that in Magic City, too. Shout out to Mr. Ruggs. I've seen that in Magic City when Ruggs was throwing money one night, and I was in there, and Ruggs had to tell a couple of other girls, no, listen, bitch, her, and her are the only ones I called over here. I don't know why you
know what you gotta do.
Dance
you know what
on
you gotta
the fringes.
do.
What?
You gotta get the bands. You gotta get the wristbands.
You gotta give strippers wristbands?
Yep.
When the fuck did you start doing this?
Long time ago. It's amazing. It's the funniest shit you ever seen in your fucking life.
Please enlighten me on this shit.
No, you got to get wristbands. When you go in the club, ask them for however many girls you want that night, ask them for that amount of wristbands. They give you wristbands, and once you like somebody, give them a wristband, and nobody else can get in your section. Say, show me your band. You ain't got no band? Get the fuck out of here. You got that? It's amazing.
Has anybody else ever heard this shit before in their life? Not this is the first time I ever heard of this.
It's so great. It's so funny. It's so fun to do.
I gotta go back to the strip club with you.
You gotta go. You gotta go with me, bro.
When is the next time you going to the strip club?
It may be tonight.
All right, then I'm going with you. If you go tonight, I'll give you my number. I'm going with you.
I was trying to go last night so I can stay up for this.
Right.
And that did not work.
Now tell me about Tiffany Evans, man, and then let's talk about new music from T-Pain.
Tiffany Evans is about to be probably one of the hottest artists. Not even gonna lie. I just know because of the system of patterns that I've seen and that goes on with people like her, and I mean she's so dope. She can actually sing. She does her shit, and she's an artist. She's not like. She's a different kind of person than right now because she's been in the industry so long. Like I think she was on like the Arsenio Hall show. Like she was like fucking 9 or some shit. Like she's had her ups and downs. So it's only time for her up now. So I mean, you heard her on my last album, Oblivion. She was on Texting My Ex. She murdered it all by herself. I didn't do shit with that. She wrote the whole thing. She recorded herself, like, you know what I'm saying? So she's seen so much and she's done so much. Like Tiffany's like the.
How did she come across your radar?
The first time that she came across, I was on tour with Sierra.
Okay.
And everybody thought she was Sierra's little sister for some reason. That's fucking weird. Because she had Promise Ring, and Sierra was, I don't even know what Sierra did with that song. Did she promote it or something? Did she? I don't even know how everybody associated her with Sierra. But,
right.
But yeah, I was on that tour, and then I met her, and she's fucking super dope. And we did a couple songs together, and I was looking for a female artist because I got the new label, the new Nappy Boy, and it just became like a friendship first because we wasn't even doing music at first. It was just us hanging out. But then she came and she was like, "Yo, let me hop on that." And while I was showing her music, and I was like, "Cool, if you feel like doing music still." And then she did, and fucking magic. That bitch got a voice. Not to call her a bitch, but goddamn, Jesus Christ. And she knows music. Like, she's so musical, and she holds it back, which makes me super angry.
Right.
Because she holds it back because she says, the new generation doesn't like music as much. That's not.
Do you agree?
No.
No?
No.
Because what I'm hearing is it's a vibe. It's about the vibe.
They love music, but they love music. If they hear it, they like this shit. This is when they hear it, when they hear music, and when I bring out some shit that's like super musical, all the young niggas say, "Oh my God, I missed it so much." They don't know. They say it's a vibe because you have to settle now. Because you don't have it.
Because you got to settle for some shit.
You have to settle because they don't know, and nobody's giving them the shit that they don't know they miss. So it's legit, like, because if like all the 90s kids that are coming up right now, if you play some shit from the 90s, they're going to be like, "Oh my God, this is my shit." So it's like, you just don't know you miss it. So you settle for, I'll take this vibe. Sure, why not? Like, you know what I'm saying? So because there's nothing else to compare to, or there's no substitution that's gonna be hot at all.
Don't it take like a young motherfucker to introduce the young motherfuckers to what the young motherfuckers want? Because they don't want to hear from old motherfuckers. Yeah. They want to hear from that new shit. This is shit.
Kinda.
Scissors.
Yeah, but then
amazing. And I'm like, yeah, she's dope,
but then you look
she's supposed to be dope. Like,
absolutely. But then you look at the situations like Chris Brown. Chris Brown's fucking 30. Like, Jay-Z's fucking mega old. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you look at people like that, and you just like, these niggas still.
Is CB 30 now?
Almost. It's got to be.
Gotta be pushing it though, right?
It's pushing hard.
Yeah, he almost old school.
Yeah,
damn near old school.
When I was 22, he was 18, I think.
Okay.
So now I'm 33. He's got to be there.
Yeah,
like that.
Right, he's right on it. He's sitting on the shit.
Right.
He's looking at 30 Boulevard.
Yeah, he's actually got facial hair now. It's crazy. Yeah, that nigga could grow a beard to save his life.
Now he got a full beard now.
Full joint. He can go full Anthony Hamilton right now.
That's a thing now.
That is a thing.
Go full Anthony Hamilton.
Remember he had the patchy joint?
Yeah, you did. Anthony Hamilton had this.
Yeah, that patchy joint.
It worked for him though.
It did.
It worked for him
because
he's a little soul singing motherfucker.
He was talking. He was singing about shit that looked like you need that kind of
coming from where I'm from, yeah. Like you're supposed to have that patchy beard.
It was just difficult. Everything you sing about just sounds like a hard time. It looks like you're supposed to have a fucking coal miner's beard.
Love Anthony fucking Hamilton.
Anthony's the motherfucking man.
That motherfucker's the truth.
He's so great, man.
Absolutely, man. What about what's up with some new T-Pain shit, man?
New T-Pain.
I was at your house. You played some shit for me that was dope as fuck, and I know you done scrapped that and put out some new shit.
Oh, absolutely, whole new album. I'm independent now.
Okay.
So that's fucking great. I mean, the last album I put out, the one with Tiffany Evans on it, that was like that was my last obligation to the label. So I put that out.
No more Akon, no more none of that.
Oh, I'm completely gone. I'm completely independent.
What does that mean for you to be that independent now?
It's not. I'm not trying to do like a drop-a-thon to where I'm just gonna put out a ton of fucking records, but I'm definitely gonna put out more records, and I'm gonna do like 1 or 2 albums independent, and then see who wants to go major.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want that freedom for it because I've never been independent. Like from the second I even wanted to do music is when I got signed. So it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It was never like an independent moment for me. So this feels It feels free. It feels, free of judgment and control. So I feel like I have control, and I don't know.
I don't know if a lot of people who may be listening to this podcast understand when you say free of control. How do they control you?
It's their money. It's their money. It's like if me and you are going to buy a car together, but it's going to be your car, but I'm paying for it. I kind of get to pick the car. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's like if me and the label, I bring songs to them, and I'm like, I want to put this out, and they're like, well, we like this other one. I'm like, well, I don't like that one. They're like, well, we're paying for it, so we want to put this one out.
Right.
Like, so they get to do that because.
Have they ever fucked you up?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What they fuck you up with?
All the time. All the time. They always pick the wrong single. They always pick the wrong single. It's always that.
Give me an example.
When I was with Jive Records, they let me pick my singles. They let me pick all my singles. So I'm the one that picked Sprung, Buy Your Drink, I'm in Love with a Stripper. I picked those. Like I was like, put these out, and then that'll promote the album. When they picked one, I wrote a song for my group, One Chance, and it was Yay! You like One Chance?
That's my Stro song. Very good.
Okay.
All right, Miss Krista Hayes.
That was
executive producer.
So I wrote a song for them called Reverse Cowgirl. And then my label heard it, and they was like, Payne, you need to keep this song. And I was like, I'm not taking a song from my artist. Like, I wrote the song for them. I don't want to take a song from my artist. And they was like, yeah, well, if you don't, then we're not putting out anything else. And I was like, well, what, though? But no, but that's my artist song. I wrote it for them. And they was like, yeah, well, guess what? You want to put a song out, then it's going to be that one. So I put out my version of the song, and the shit, I've never seen this in my life. The shit legit got negative spins. Yo, I was checking my spins on the BDS shit. Yo, and the shit said -0. I've never seen that in my life. And I was like, here you go. What else? And I was checking it while I was on a radio tour for the song.
Oh, shit. So
like,
these niggas ain't playing your song at all.
I'm giving niggas interviews and free shows, doing DJ sets around the world and shit. And I'm like, y'all niggas still ain't playing it?
Not playing it at all.
Not even a little.
Not like two. Just nothing, motherfucker.
Negative nothing.
Negative 0. Shit.
Negative nothing. You're getting less than 0 plays.
Jesus Christ.
So after that, I was like, maybe, let me pick the next one. They was like, nope, we're confident we can do this. And then they picked another one. The same fucking thing happened.
Wow.
Every time they picked it, and it was just. But they anytime they would let me pick like one or two every now and then. And every time they pick one, they put my whole budget behind it to make it happen. And then every time I pick one, they did nothing. They just like sat back. And just watched it fail. And so they can get, that's how you. So
they can gain control over.
That's how you create a slave. Like legit. That's how you create a slave. Make sure everything they do fails, and make sure that everything you do prospers.
Right.
So they have to put all their faith in you. So this process and this strategy is what people call the Illuminati.
Because when most people think that, incorrectly for sure, that it's a marriage, and it really is supposed to be even. It's supposed to be, I gave you my talent, and what you're doing for me is funding my talent, not controlling it. But you're funding it.
Because you're going to get that back tenfold.
Right. That's right. Because my talent is equally as important as your money.
Absolutely.
So without my talent, you're not going to make money, and I'm not going to make any money without your money. So let's be partners and even partners, but hell no.
But then they get into that mindset of, what if we can control the talent?
Right.
And we can make more money for ourselves. So they get into that, and then everything just goes to shit because then the artist feels like, what am I doing wrong? I feel like I failed from them controlling my talent. I feel like I fucked up because nobody's gonna say, what is your record label doing?
Yo, nobody wants to hear it either. The record label fucked up. Yeah. Everybody be like, yeah, right. You done put out that bullshit. And you're saying, I didn't want to put that out.
Right.
I had this that I thought was going to go out, but they made me put this
on the way here, I got a full fucking album that I presented them with. A full album that I presented them with, and it's fire. And they never put it out because they have no vision. I mean, this is an album to where every feature on the album, I can't even fucking explain this. Like it's hard to explain, but like Trey Songz is on one of the songs, but he's not on the song. He's on the transition to the next song.
Okay.
Every song has the song, a different version of the song, and the transition to the next song. You can legit listen to this album and not know when one song starts and one song ends. Right. Like
some Prince shit. Prince used to do that all the time.
So
fuck you up with that shit. Change the whole groove.
This is an album with Trey Songz, Kevin Hart, Billy Bob Thornton. Like there's a transition to every song, and it's a story. The whole album is a story, so you listen to it and like you create animation to it. I can shoot a movie to this shit. Like it's one of those, and they could have dropped one of the most epic fucking albums, and they was just like, it's too long. Like what? It's like it's too long. It's just a lot. It's too long. Every song, due to that, because it's the song, different version of the song in transition. Every song is like 6 minutes.
Right.
It's like 17 joints, so it's like it's too long. Can you knock it down to 12? I'm like, you want me to cut the story in the middle? So
wow.
It's like, so I mean, and that's the album that people have been waiting for, Stoicville to Phoenix. I still got it, and it's still coming out. It's gonna be one of the albums I drop independently.
Okay.
So, but I was supposed to drop it in 2014, and they like it was supposed to be in December 2014, and then they was like, we're pushing it back. And I'm like, why are you pushing it back? And then they just pushed it back indefinitely. Like it was just every time they said it was gonna put it out, they just kept pushing it back. And I kept making shit, like making graphics and shit for the dates that they kept telling me. And my fans stopped trusting me. So anytime I say I'm about to drop something, they like, yeah, right, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'm also sure you're on the Detox album. Like,
yeah. That's coming out too, right, Drake?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
like,
the Phoenix shit and Detox, same day. Still waiting on that shit.
Yeah, so my fans stopped trusting me, and like they really fucked that up for me. So they fucked up a lot.
Wow. Yeah. So that made you just say, fucking, I'm doing this shit by myself.
Yeah, but then you know, I had my last album, and they wouldn't drop my last album unless I did what they wanted me to do. So I had to make a ton of trap shit and a bunch of young shit and like non-musical shit.
Right.
So, you know, a lot of my fans was like, this last album was utter trash. And I'm like, well, if you want good shit, you got to sit through the trash. You want to watch the movie, you got to sit through the credits. You got to sit through the trailers and shit at the beginning, and just give me a second. I'm coming.
That must be disheartening, man, because you didn't sign up for this shit. You just signed up to make music.
That's it. That's all I wanted to do. And I did it at a, you know, thinking about could have had almost $1 million fucking dollars at the beginning. Like,
right.
You know, but I took the 20 grand to make sure that my artistry and my, you know, and my integrity was intact.
Yeah.
And then they just come and like, nope, we're gonna fuck all that up, and we're not gonna take any of the blame. So good, yeah.
Ain't that a bitch? Fuck ass motherfuckers, man. But still made a shitload of money off of your talent, though.
Yeah. Still.
Right.
Still, even when I gave them my last obligation, I still got to wait 6 months before I can actually drop an album. Wow. So I can't even put out music till May.
At all.
And I dropped my album in November.
Shit. Y'all getting a lesson like a motherfucker right here.
Yeah, so they basically what they're saying is, I know you're done with us, but don't embarrass us. So we're gonna make sure whenever you put out your last album with us, we're gonna make sure people forget about you before you can do anything else to hurt us.
Oh wow!
Like,
don't put out no hot shit.
Don't put out. You can't put out no.
You can't
hot
put out
shit.
a score. You can't do a mixtape.
They didn't say I couldn't do remixes.
Oh, they didn't say you couldn't do remixes.
I'm fucking smashing remixes. There was nothing in there about other people's songs. So we living. You know, we good though, man. You know.
Yeah.
And I still love a lot of people there because there was a lot of people. You know what? Oh, I can tell you where it went bad. I had a listening party for my 4th album, Revolver, at my house. It was the whole label. I flew everybody out there, catering. Because, you know, you've been to the house?
Yeah, T-Pain has a great fucking house, too, y'all.
Yeah.
You'll probably never be privy to be there, but I've been there, and shit is fucking great. You know, I
got the nightclub in the house.
Right.
So I had the whole label in there, catered it, fucking just pressed it out crazy. Just for, you know, I had media there, and crazy. So I was playing my album. I was playing my 4th album, Revolver, and everybody was just talking over it. Everybody was just like having idle conversation when they supposed to be listening to my album. Like, this is the shit that's about to make y'all money.
Right.
And like, nobody would shut up. Like, everybody was just not paying attention to the album at all. I had a bartender there at the time, and he poured me an entire cup of just Malibu, just straight. And I drank that whole thing because I was just sitting there just watching people chilling. So I was just like, you know, what the fuck is going on here? And so, but by the end of that cup, I lost it. I lost it. I was like, why the fuck are y'all sitting here acting like this ain't gonna make y'all money? Y'all motherfuckers, if y'all was at Chris Brown's house, this would be crazy. And I was like, y'all fucking pay attention to y'all whack ass artists and y'all do this, y'all fucking, I just went off on everybody. And the president was there. So I went off on the fucking president too. After that, everything was they just stopped. they just stopped. They just completely stopped. And I had you know, some of my people that's been with me from Jive, because some people came from Jive Records over to RCA, and they were just like, dude, there are like people in this building that legit just don't like you and they won't work for you, but they're supposed to. You need to get the fuck out of here. And I was like, how? It was like, present them with a full album, and if they don't put it out, they have to let you go. And I did that, and they were still like, nope. And then I called the president, and I was like, yo, do we even have a plan in line for me? And it was like, nope, we don't. We sure don't. And I was like, okay, well, how about this? How about you drop me, and I'll take all the blame for everything. He was like, nope, not having this conversation. Then hung up on me.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Because even though they didn't fuck with me, they still wanted to be the label that had T-Pain.
Right.
So it was like, I was stuck in limbo. It was, they wanted me so bad. They wanted to be able to have bragging rights that we got T-Pain. If you want T-Pain, come to us.
Right.
But we still not doing shit for
But we're not
T-Pain.
doing nothing for T-Pain.
Right.
Fuck T-Pain, but he belongs to
but
us.
if you need him.
Right. But that's our bitch.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm not fucking T-Pain. But that's my bitch.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. God damn. What a lesson today, man. Learned some shit about how these record companies work, man. Some foul shit going on.
It was crazy, bro.
Well, I'm glad you're independent, bro.
Absolutely.
I'm glad you're doing your thing, and continued success to you, man. And thanks for coming in and hanging out with your boy today. And let's hit the strip club tonight.
Yes.
Yes, let's do that.
Yes, these are plans.
These are plans.
Yes.
You ain't been to strip club until you've been to strip club with T-Pain. I ain't lying.
These are facts.
This shit's a fun.
Big old facts.
Gigantic fun. There'll be a podcast about this, all right?
Right.
This is brought to you by CigarsInternational.com. Don't forget to go there for all your cigar needs. When you check out Ed
You have cigars?
Yeah. CigarsInternational.com. I have plenty of cigars. You just ask me. I got a lot of them.
Oh, my God.
I got you, bro. All right, Ed 10 off.
Is that why Anton always got cigars?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ed 10 off, man, for your cigar needs a local.
wait.
What?
Anton gave me cigars for my birthday. Is that where he got them from?
No, he ain't get them from me. Now,
Okay.
he legitimately bought you some cigars. All right, but I got fucking cigars.
Give me free gifts.
I got cigars like a motherfucker.
All
Right?
right, cool.
All right, and Nissan South Morrow, 6889 Jonesboro Road, right here in Atlanta, man. Keep God first. Everything else will fall into place. We'll talk at you, with you, to you, and about your ass next Monday, man. Until next time, come on, son. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. We gone. This Ed Lover podcast is being done in conjunction with Cigars International. Make sure you check out cigarsinternational.com for all your cigar needs.
This episode of Come On, Son, the podcast is produced and engineered by co-executive producers Kimana Paulus and Krista Hayes. Recorded at Mean Street Studios in downtown Atlanta, Georgia. This is an official Loudspeakers Network podcast.